The scale will bully you. Y'all are buying the outfit, y'all are not buying the body. You and Jada don't have the same body, hon. Y'all don't have the same body. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lexus. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And this is going to be another chit chat, get ready with me video. However, I do have COVID this time. So that is going to be the only difference. So if I sound a bit stuffy, if I'm doing any like sniffing, which I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sniffing. I'm going to be not too much coughing, not too much. But I am going to be doing some sniffing and, you know, just giving sick people vibes. So bear with me on that, but other than that, let's get into this video. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. For my people that are new here, don't click out. I'm not keeping them like this. This is just the way that I go about it, then I fix them later. It's one of those trust the process things, just trust it, okay? Those of you that watched my first Get Ready With Me, y'all already know that I fixed them, but I didn't want y'all to be like, oh, jump scare. I promise I'm gonna fix them. So I do have COVID and I was having some symptoms on Tuesday. I lost my train of thought. My throat was hurting a bit. And other than that, I didn't really have too many other symptoms. Sorry, y'all. I should not have been ready. My symptoms started on Tuesday, but obviously to my knowledge, I was not looking at, you know, me having my throat bothering me a bit. I was not looking at that as symptoms, obviously, because I'm the type of person where my throat hurts probably at least once a week. Depending on, you know, like how hot or cold my apartment is, you know, and, you know, just things like that. So that's not a red flag to me. That's why when it was bothering me a little bit, I wasn't like, oh yeah, let me start taking some medicine or going into panic mode, because like I said, that happens to me at least once a week. Or also things such as like having a headache, you know, like I have headaches. That's just part of my personality at this point, having a headache. So that's also another thing that I don't trip about when it happens frequently, because like I said, if it happens all the time, why would I, you know, rush to the doctor or rush to get tested when it's something that's normal for me? Wednesday morning, I woke up and felt like a bus had hit me. And that's when I was like, okay, I need to, you know, I wasn't thinking I needed to get tested. I just was like, okay, I feel like crap, okay? So because I didn't want to just run to go get tested as soon as I didn't feel good for one day, the next day came, which was Thursday. Still didn't feel good on Thursday. So once again, another day went by and I was like, okay, boom, Thursday came. When Thursday came and I still did not feel good, that's when I was like, okay, let me go, you know, make the decision to go get tested on Friday, because I didn't feel like, you know, it obviously was not going away, it was not getting better. And I believe I probably had every single symptom. The only symptoms I don't think I had were loss of smell and taste and vomiting. But everything else, y'all know that list that, you know, has every single symptom on there. I went on Friday, I was at work, and because I still felt bad on Friday when I was at work, I was like, yeah, I don't want to keep on working in these circumstances. You know, like I pushed through literally all week trying to work, and I decided I didn't want to keep on doing that on a Friday, which was crazy because I literally worked all week like that. But you know, that was my limit. Like Friday, I really do not care to continue working in that type of circumstance. So I left work early, and also because I couldn't find many COVID tests that I could take after I got off work, which is at 2:30. So I decided to go ahead and get off work, and I went to go get tested at around 10 something. Long story short, I honestly felt like I did not do the test correctly. So I don't know if that could have something to do with me having a positive test result, which could be a false positive. I don't know, because I put the swab up. So basically the girl asked me that, oh, have you ever taken a COVID test? I was like, yeah. So after that, y'all, she literally gave me the test through the window and went on by her business. And I'm seeing her looking like, I didn't know that me telling you that I've taken the test before was going to make you not even sit here and make sure that I did it correctly, or make sure I didn't have any questions just because I've told you I've done it before. Now, mind you, I have not taken this test. Oh, that was too much. That was way too much. That was way too much. I have not taken this test since 2020, I believe. And after that, I did have another COVID test done, but it was done by the doctor, because I had went inside in person and I let the doctor administer the test for me instead of doing it myself. So I did not recall exactly, you know, what I was supposed to do, like exactly, because it's been some time since I've done it myself. So I, you know, kind of went in panic mode. I was like, oh my God, how am I really even supposed to take this test? So she passed me the test through the little window thing and went on by her business. So I'm like, okay, cool. So at first I was like, okay, I got this. You just stick it up your nose, you break it off, and you put it in the thing, the little liquid or whatever they give you. That's what you do. And I had did that, and I was like, something don't feel right. I feel like I did that too quick. So I stuck it in my nose as far as it could go and brought it right back out. So after I went ahead and sealed it back up, put it in the little box it's supposed to go in, when I had drove off, I was like, let me pull to the side and see what I'm really supposed to do to correctly do this test, which was, you know, I'm obviously supposed to stick it in my nose, swab it around, leave it in there for a few seconds or something like that. Either way, I didn't do that. I just stuck it right up, brought it right back down. So because I had did that, I was really mad because I'm like, you know, everybody that has taken that test knows it is not a comfortable test to take. If you feel like it's good vibes, sticking that up your nose, you're a psychopath, sorry, not sorry, don't cancel me. But that is not a comfortable feeling at all. To stick something that far up your nose, it's a 0 out of 10 for me. So I looked it up. Like I said, I was mad because I'm like, wow, what if I get a false negative and I really do have COVID, and because I did it incorrectly, I don't get the correct test results. But like I said, I do have COVID. Whether it's because I did it wrong or not, either way, I'm going to take the precautions as if I do have COVID, simply because I still do not feel good. So it'll be different if I felt fine and got a positive, then I'd be like, okay, y'all lying. But because I do not feel good, I'm going to still take the precautions as if, you know, it is a true positive, because I really don't have no proof to tell me otherwise, really. So yeah, that's the story on that. So I will be taking the next week off of work because, you know, like I said, I just worked this past week with, you know, not feeling the best, and it really does not feel good at all to be working and you don't feel good, especially with the symptoms I have. It's not something I should have been doing to begin with. So that's the tea on that. But other than that, I wanted to talk about, mainly for the rest of this video, I wanted to talk about body dysmorphia. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm gonna assume that it's dysmorphia or dysmorphia. I don't really know, y'all. I just know that that's what we're talking about. So I wanted to have a conversation about this because, or include this in the chit chat, because it is something that I struggle with personally, and I also feel like other women and men as well struggle with body dysmorphia, whether you know it or not. And I don't know the Google definition, Wikipedia definition, all that other stuff, but I just know the best I can explain it to you in simple terms is basically when you see something in the mirror, you see your body a certain way in the mirror, and that's not really what your body looks like. It's like body image issues, you know? So that is something that I suffer with. Have I sat down with a doctor, and has a doctor given me some type of prescription or medication or paperwork that says I have this? No, they have not. But at the same time, it is something that I have struggled with probably since I was in about either the end of 9th grade or 10th grade, and I am currently 23. So I feel like that's a long enough time to struggle with something to self-diagnose. I don't care. I think it's long enough. So at first, I also did not even know there was a term for it. I just always knew that, you know, I struggled with being happy with what I looked like. Didn't know it was a term for it, especially way back when. Y'all know, nobody was talking about no body dysmorphia in, when was I in high school? From 2014 to 2017. Nobody was talking about that. So, you know, I just knew that I struggled with my body image, but I did not know it was something that I was seeing that was not really there. I probably averaged about 100 pounds, maybe no bigger than maybe 110, if I even ever touched 110. I don't even know if in high school I ever got to 110. I probably did. Probably ending 9th grade, going into 10th grade, where I started having these issues where, you know, I was an 100-pound girl and looked in the mirror and saw a girl that was maybe, you know, 130, 140. Now, disclaimer, there's nothing wrong with being that weight. So please don't take me saying that about myself to feel as though if you are the numbers that I am saying that there's anything wrong with you, because there's absolutely not. I'm just referring to numbers that are a higher weight on the scale than I was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just using it as an example to tell you how my mental state was at the time. So like I said, just imagine somebody being 100 pounds, looking in the mirror and seeing somebody who is, like I said, maybe 130 or 140. And that is what I seen. And it was so severe to the point where I would literally, at the time, my mom was working part-time in this place and they had workout equipment. And whenever I would go to work with my mom, I would literally run and walk on the treadmill for as many hours as she was there doing her job. I would be on the treadmill. So if one night we were there and it only took her maybe like 2 hours or so, 3 hours, then I would be on the treadmill for that long. Now I do know that 100 pounds is different on everybody, but like I said, just really imagine just a small, I'm not gonna say petite, I've never really been petite, but a small girl, small slim girl who is trying to kill herself on the treadmill because she feels like she needs to lose weight. So that's when it first started, okay? So I wanted to be able to work on myself outside of only being able to do it when my mom was going to work, okay? Sorry, y'all, COVID brain at this point, COVID brain. So I got me a gym membership at Planet Fitness, which that's always everybody's starter gym. That's where I got my first membership, and I was going there every day when I got off work. Sometimes even when I used to get off work after 10:30 p.m., when I was working my first job at Taco Bell, I would literally be, like I said, going to the gym after work. So like, what business do a child in high school have leaving their job that they're already getting off at that time of the night and trying to be inside the gym working out? Like I said, it'll be different if I really had something to be working on, or if I was just working out for, you know, the purposes of being fit, but I was working out because I was trying to be smaller and I had no business being smaller. So that is when it started, and it has been an issue for me even now in my life. It has been, to this day, y'all. To this day, it is an issue. So I definitely still pick on myself more than enough about my body and my weight and things that I'm unhappy with about myself. But I will say recently, I have tried to purposely start thinking more positively about my body. And one thing I have been doing to help myself with that is, I don't know if y'all have Snapchat, everybody should, but on your Snapchat, you know how we have the Snapchat memories, right? So recently, I was looking through my Snapchat and I'm looking at these old videos and pictures of me. Now, mind you, the first thing that came to my mind in this present moment is, girl, you needed to eat. Like, you needed to eat. And the thing, you know, the mind-blowing moment for me was the fact that I thought that right now, 2023, but when I was taking those pictures and not posting them and saving them in my memories instead of posting that video or picture, I didn't do it because I felt like I looked huge. I didn't do it because I felt like I looked fat. I didn't do it because I felt like, oh, my stomach was so big, yada, yada, yada. Y'all, I'm definitely not gonna plug these pictures in. So just imagine looking at yourself, or like I said, do it yourself. Go on Snapchat and find really anything that's not from right now of yourself and see, you know, how you feel about it right now in this present moment. Go look at those old pictures and see if you still look at them and be like, wow, girl, you're so big. Girl, you need to lose weight. I doubt it. Now, I'm speaking for myself mainly because that is how I reacted to it. Everybody's brains and thoughts and feelings work different when they're looking at older pictures of themselves or looking at their body. But I'm just letting y'all know, for me, that has helped me tremendously, for me to not look in the mirror right now in 2023 and feel like there's something wrong with my body. There was absolutely nothing wrong with me. But in that moment, it's like we bully ourselves. We look in the mirror. Our brains show us a different image in the mirror, or a different reflection in the mirror than what we actually look like in person. And that's why I know everybody hates to hear it, because I also hate to hear it, when you are a smaller girl naturally and you know, you tell people, oh, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to work out today, and they're like, what are you trying to lose? What are you trying to disappear? You know the remarks like that. And that's something I've always heard, and I always was looking at people like, do you not see me? Is it not obvious why I'm trying to go to the gym? But looking back at those pictures and videos, I'm like, they were right. Even if you don't have a Snapchat, if you have like Facebook, old pictures on your phone, Google Photos, really anywhere to where you can find old images and videos of yourself, if it does help. Now, if it don't help, please don't do it. Like, if you're gonna look at the old pictures and be like, oh, you know, in disgust, excuse me, don't do it. But I'm telling y'all to do it because hopefully it helps others the way that it helped me. And it really helped me more than harmed me. I didn't look at any of those pictures or videos and was like, oh yeah, I still was fat. You know, I'm not looking at them now and thinking I still was fat or anything like that. And I'm not even gonna say still was fat, because I wasn't fat, you know? So you have to speak highly of yourself. Even if you don't see yourself in the mirror, you're not happy with what you see, you still need to have those affirmations. Even if you stick like sticky notes on the mirror or literally write on your mirror, it's all up to, you know, what you want to do. But that is the only time that I really judge myself the hardest, is when I'm in the mirror. I don't ever just be outside having fun with my friends or hanging out, going on dates, out at the pool, stuff like that. Like, I don't judge myself in those situations. I don't really judge myself, or I'm not overcritical of myself unless I'm looking in the mirror. That's when it's the worst for me personally. So I really think that, you know, we just have to be kinder to ourselves. And I was having the same talk with my nail tech, and even, you know, she was saying that she has the same issues. Now, mind you, this is somebody who, you know, in my opinion, has a bomb body. And I would never in a million years think that she looked at her body and didn't think her body was bomb. But she said that she deals with these same issues. And that's why, you know, it kind of is it was an eye-opener for me to actually sit in person and have this conversation with another woman who I felt like had a bomb body and having these same issues where we're being overcritical of ourselves, you know, and she's having this same issue. And, you know, we all try to tell ourselves like, oh yeah, even, you know, or at least I try to tell myself, you know, even the prettiest girl in the room, you know, has something that she may not like about herself. And it's easy to say that, but when you're not literally having the prettiest girl in the room or the girl with the best body in the room come up to you and tell you that on a daily basis, then that's just something good to tell yourself, but that's not something that sticks with you. So that's why after having this conversation with my nail tech the other week, it was easier for me to really come to terms with, I guess, understanding that you're not the only person. You're not the only one. Like I said, and sometimes you do have to sit down and have that conversation with somebody to really understand that you are not the only one. But I promise you, you're not the only person. Just find whatever girl, Lori Harvey, Beyonce, Shakira, Janae Aiko, Karrueche, I don't care who your Lizzo, Jada, Ari, I don't care who you're talking about. I promise you, they look in the mirror and they find something that they do not like about themselves, period. Don't ever get on social media, and I know it's easier said than done, but don't ever get on social media and try to compare yourself to these people who also look in the mirror and find things about themselves that they are not crazy about. They find things about themselves that they dislike, that they want to change. And just like my nail tech was telling me, you don't want to get to the point where when you have the money to make these changes to yourself, you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that she was telling me that I need to get under control ASAP, because you don't want to get in the position of where, oh, you have the money to just wake up one day and say, I want my butt to be bigger. And, you know, you go get a BBL or you go get ass shots. Then you get the ass shots and you're like, I want my waist to be smaller. Boom, now you're laying down on the, you know, the surgical table again. You know, you don't want to get to that point. Y'all know my camera be overheating on me. But anyways, I definitely cannot recall whatever I was talking about specifically. But the moral of the story is, you know, like I said, try to be kinder to yourself. Stop trying to compare yourself to others, and I know that's way easier said than done. If you want to work out, whether you're a thicker girl, a slimmer girl, petite girl, whatever, you know what I'm saying, your size is, you know, do it because you want to be healthier, because you want to have an active lifestyle. And I'm not saying that you can't work out because you want a bigger butt, or you want a smaller waist, or you want stronger arms, but just make sure that you're being healthy about it. Because I personally went from being about I think I was about 135 or 138 in November, and right now, the last time I weighed myself about 2 weeks ago, I was 125. And right now, I don't even know how much I weigh, and I'm trying to not get on the scale anyways to see how much I weigh, because I'm not trying to worry about that. You know, like, another thing I want to tell y'all is to just be happy with what you see in the mirror, but go off of that. Go off of videos, go off of pictures. You know, don't step on the scale and be like, you know, because it really could kill your happiness for you. You could be happy with what you see in the mirror, and then you step on the scale and see like, oh yeah, I'm still 140. Now all of a sudden, you feel like you need to lose more weight. You feel like, you know, you're too big. You need to go on a diet, when in reality, you were very much satisfied with what you looked like until you stepped on the scale and the scale told you otherwise. the scale will bully you. Please remember that. If you don't remember nothing else from this video, please remember that the scale will bully you, and do not let that scale do that. Now, if you wanna step on the scale just to kind of check in to see how much you weigh, then please do it, but I would say don't make it a habit at all. Don't be stressed out if you don't have a scale. If you're trying to start a fitness journey and you don't have a scale, child, don't be pressed to get one. Don't be pressed to get one, because you can be the same weight and your body can be a completely different shape. And that's why I feel like the scale really don't matter, because I can be 125 right now and then be 125 and look completely different. If I go to the gym and tone up and start lifting weights, I can still be 125. So that's what I'm saying, like, I would not let that scale, don't let it bully you, okay? That's the end of that right there. Don't let that scale bully you. As a whole, women, I don't know how much men struggle with it, because I know for a fact that us as women are super overcritical of ourselves, especially because, like I said, we're the ones out here getting BBLs and ass shots and titty lifts and breasts, and if it makes you happy, cool. But the thing is, we do these things and then we continue to change things. We look back in the mirror and we find something else that we don't like about ourselves. And it's a never-ending battle. It's not a battle you're gonna win. You're always gonna find something about yourself that you do not like. And especially if you have the coin to change it, you're gonna change it. And this is no shade to the girls with the BBLs, the ass shots, the, breast reductions, the breast stuff, anything like that. Face shots, face lifts. No shade at all, because if it's making you happy in your skin, then do so. This message is for, like I said, the girls like me that have body dysmorphia and are hard on ourselves and comparing ourselves to other people and just constantly being critical of ourselves when, like I said, there's nothing wrong with you. I guess y'all can kind of look at this video and look at me and see, how small I may be. Maybe like, oh, that's easy for you to say, but that's the whole point. Look at who is trying to give this message about body dysmorphia. I'm pretty sure most people would not think that I would be having this issue, or it would be anything that I am struggling with, and it is. So it's really a whole 360 message, because you would think that, oh, it would have to be a bigger girl or a thicker girl or a girl that's shaped like this or that. Like, there's no face for body dysmorphia. There's no face for insecurities. There's no face for being unhappy with yourselves. Anybody can. Like I said, the prettiest girl in the room can have insecurities. Beyonce can have insecurities. Rihanna can have insecurities. So please don't think that just because a girl look a certain way, that means that she don't have any insecurities, because you have to talk to that girl to know that, okay? You'd have to talk to her to know. You're not gonna just know that from looking at her. Just because she's pretty does not mean that she does not have insecurities. The girl that you're admiring, she's looking right in the mirror before she posts that picture on Instagram, or even she's looking at herself for 20 minutes before she's posting that picture, and she's like, my legs look a little too big, or my waist don't look snatched enough. Like, everybody goes through it. I don't really care who will try to sit down and tell me they don't. I believe everybody goes, everybody has this issue. That's just my opinion. It is what it is. Like, that's just how I feel about it. Clothes are very important. You may think that you don't like your body, when in reality, the clothes that you're wearing just do not, what is the word for it? They don't flatter you, okay? Now, listen to me now. I have a up and down body from the front. I don't have hips. I have hip dips. And some people have hips with hip dips. No, I don't have hips and I have hip dips, okay? And from the side, that's where you'll see any type of curve, because I have an ass, okay? So there's certain things that I could wear that I think look terrible on me, like anything bodycon, any type of jumpsuits or bodysuits, not bodysuits, but jumpsuits, anything that's tight fitting all the way top and bottom. I don't care for how that stuff looks on me. Now, Sasha around the corner, she may like how that stuff looks on her because she has curves. She likes things to hug her curves and show her shape. So the same bodysuit that I may not, not bodysuit, the same jumpsuit that I may not like, she probably loves it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing you have to think about, is what things are you wearing and what is in your closet, because you may be fighting this battle about how you feel about your body when the whole time you're wearing a dress that is a bodycon dress, when in reality, you should be wearing a dress that flares out at the bottom, or you should be wearing a dress that has some slits in it. You should be wearing a dress that has puffier sleeves and slims down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to figure out what looks best on your body, because that could be another issue, is you feel like you hate your body because you don't like how your body looks with clothes on. Oh, well, when Jada wears the bodycon dress from Fashion Nova, it looks good, but then when I wear it, it doesn't look good. You and Jada don't have the same body, hun. Y'all don't have the same body. So you would have to find things that flatter your body, and that's when you'll start to, you know, be kinder to yourself and see there's nothing wrong with you if you do that. But I figured for myself that the clothing that look better on me or best on me are things that are not the same proportion top and bottom. So if I'm going to have on a tight fitting shirt, then my bottoms need to be baggy. They need to be bigger. They don't need to be tight. They don't need to be skinny jeans. If I'm going to wear a bigger top or a hoodie, then my bottoms can be smaller. But when I wear things that are tight fitting or form fitting at the top and the bottom, those are not things that I'm the most confident in. And that'll be the same day that I'm saying like, oh, I don't really like my body, I don't really care for how I look, when in reality, if I just would have put on a oversized hoodie with my tight fitting leggings, instead of wearing some tight fitting leggings and a form fitting shirt, then I would have liked my outfit. That's another thing. Please consider that. Look in your closet and find the things that you feel like you look the best in. Whatever outfit that you be putting on, where you be like, I done ate this up. I done ate the plate clean. Then I'm gonna need you to find more things like that, okay? Stop trying to wear what everybody else is wearing just because it looks good on other people. That's why you have, if you look at a lot of the reviews and stuff on websites, or even when people do hauls, you know, they'll show a picture of the model, they'll show a picture of how it looks on them. Hun, it don't look like that on you because y'all don't have the same body shape. It's not the outfit, it's not Fashion Nova, it's not, oh, they're sending you something that don't really look like how it look on the model. It just don't look like that because y'all are buying the outfit, y'all are not buying the body, okay? Y'all are not buying the body, y'all are just buying the outfit. So no, it's not going to look the same way. What's that girl name? Something with a J, I think. But it's not going to look the same way on you. It just really is not. So that's what I'm saying. Go in your closet and find whatever that outfit is that you feel like is your favorite outfit. It makes you look the best. You feel the most confident in it. And find more things that look like that. Find more things in your closet that look like that when you're shopping. Shop for things like that. Stop just trying to be in trend with what Jada is wearing, or your best friend is wearing, your auntie's wearing, your cousin. There's a lot of stuff that I wear that won't look good on my best friend. Or my best friend wears stuff that won't look good on me. Me and her have two completely different body types. So I may see my homegirl buy some clothes. I'm like, that's a cute top. But I may wear it and it may not look cute on me. Now I'm beating myself up in the mirror about how I look, when in reality, you know what I'm saying, I may just need, like I said, to wear bigger bottoms with it. Or it's made for, okay, boom. Y'all know how people be saying like, oh, the girls with the little titties can wear stuff that the girls with the big boobs can't wear. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. It's literally just like that. Like, everybody cannot wear the same thing. All clothes are not meant to look good on everybody. Fashion Nova, everybody cannot wear everything on Fashion Nova and look good. And I don't care if you have a BBL, if you're petite, if you're slim thick, if you're a bodybuilder, everybody can't wear the same stuff. But there is always going to be something that you look good in and you can feel confident in. But you just have to find what that is. I think I'm done. All right, so we are gonna put a lippy on for shits and giggles, really. But yeah, girl, you gotta find what looks good on you. That's what you gotta find out. Like I said, I'm not the bodycon dress kind of girl. But guess what I will eat up? I will eat up a dress that flares out. Why? Because it adds that dimension to my body that my body does not already have. Versus a girl that already has a curvy body, she can wear a bodycon dress because she don't have to, her outfit don't have to make those curves for her or give the impression of her having curves. She already has those curves. So I feel like if everybody just begins to, hold on y'all, that would avoid a lot of people that probably do struggle with how their body looks. I really feel like that could be avoided if, you know, like I said, just try to take one tip. Out of everything I said today, just try to pick at least one thing, whether it's, like I said, going and looking at your old pictures, looking at your old videos, buying clothes that flatter you, putting these sticky notes or writing on your mirror positive affirmations about yourself, or even doing like YouTube. Get your phone, get a camera, and do video diaries and just express yourself. As women in 2023, I just want everybody to be kinder to one another, kinder to themselves, and just let's all try to make that a goal for 2023, that you are not comparing yourself to anybody or anyone that you see in person or on social media, no matter if they have insecurities or not. You're not that person. You're not going to be that person. Don't try to look like them, be like them, walk and talk like them. Love yourself first, because even if you turn yourself into them, you're still going to be unhappy if you do not love yourself. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, this chit chat, get ready with me with COVID. I think I did pretty good holding myself together while making this video for you guys. So if you did enjoy, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.